Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a foundation review, and my voice sounds like a little cracky because I just woke up and I'm trying to rush because I got people downstairs waiting on me. So today's foundation is going to be the LA Girl Illuminating Foundation. Now LA Girl has some amazing pro concealers that a lot of YouTubers use. So when they came out with a foundation, I was super excited. One of my subscribers actually tweeted me and told me that they released this foundation. I actually had no idea, but when I found out and I started researching the foundation, I was getting more and more excited. Like, yes, LA Girl came out with a foundation. So we're gonna start with price. This foundation is $10 on LA Girl USA website. Now I got mine from iCatehouse.com and it was $7.99, and I had to pay tax and shipping, but it ended up being less than what I would have had to pay from LA Girl's website. Not quite sure why it's more expensive on their website and cheaper on someone else's website. But so when I was looking at the foundation, and it's still wrapped up because I haven't used it yet, but when I was looking at the foundation, I realized that it was very similar to the Makeup Forever foundation, the packaging. However, I don't think that the formula is going to be the same. I actually feel like this foundation is going to remind me more of the LA Girl Pro Glow foundation, this foundation. And I only think that because this is my only foundation where there's like an illuminating feature. So I'm kind of thinking that these two are going to be the same, but I won't know until I actually apply this. So what was really exciting me, you guys, is that the shade range of this foundation, I think it is a fantastic idea what they have came up with. It seemed like they have reached deeper into the deeper shades with this foundation and then just released a white foundation for you to lighten up the darker foundations. And of course, like the cheap price. So it's cheap price and then it's a shade for everyone pretty much, or a lot more people than it usually is these days. On top of that, if you are a makeup artist, you could buy the darkest shade and the white shade, and you can have shades for all your clients. Like, you don't have to buy more than one foundation. If you try the foundation and you really like it and you want to use it on your clients, then that makes it a whole lot like cost friendly, because you only have to buy the dark shade and then the white shade, and then you just mix them together. That's so cool to me. All right, so this foundation is a high definition foundation, which hopefully that means that this foundation photographs really well, but we'll test to see if it has flashback in this video because of that feature. I want to see if the HD makes it flashback or makes your face look really good in pictures. It's also paraben free and it's a lightweight formula. It's medium to full coverage, which I'm super excited about. Love full coverage foundations. They did add antioxidants, which I always see that word, but I never actually quite know what it actually is. So I Googled it for you guys so we can have an understanding of what that word is. It is a general term for a large group of natural and synthetic ingredients that work to defend against environmental stress on the skin. So just stuff from the outside world. I guess this acts as a barrier to make sure that it doesn't harm your skin. That's what I think it is. This foundation is 0.95 fluid ounces, which is a little less than the usual 1 ounce that foundations come. It has a 6-month expiration date, which I'm not mad at because it's less expensive. It was $7.99 on iCatehouse, so I'm fine with dishing that out. Now, there were two conflicting things on how I'm actually going to apply this foundation. On the website, it says use your fingers or a sponge, but on the actual bottle, it says use a sponge or brush. So I'm just gonna do my usual. I'm going to blend in this side with the Black Beauty Blender, and then I'm going to blend in this side with the Morphe M439 brush. So now we're going to actually apply this foundation. I have mine in the shade Bronze. Not sure if this is going to match me because there were not a lot of swatches at the time of me purchasing this foundation. I don't know if there are any now, but at the time of me purchasing it, there weren't any swatches. So it has a pump, which is cool. So that means that you should be able to get out every last drop of this foundation. So I did 3 pumps, and this foundation is a bit runny, which is seriously reminded me of the LA Girl Pro Glow. That foundation is very runny. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this side with the Beauty Blender. And I also did not prime, by the way. This foundation has a smell to it. It smells more like, it's not like a fragrance. I don't know what that is. It seemed more like the ingredients, just the ingredients. It's not a bad scent. Okay, so this is my shade. Super excited because I did this all by myself. Score 1 for Taylor. Right off the bat, I feel like this foundation has a very luminous look. I can kind of tell already that I probably will get oily, but on a usual day, I would have primed. So with the primer that I use, I don't get oily. But so yeah, so that's that side, and it really did give full coverage, so that's exciting. I'm going to zoom you guys in after I blend in this side so you can see like the texture. My skin looks nice. It actually kind of seemed like it blurred out. So here's the texture of my skin. I don't think it gave me any cakey look or anything. It just looks like healthy skin. I did have a blemish right here. I feel like it covered it mostly, even though you can still see a little bit of the redness like peeking through. So here is my cheek region. And you can see already that it's kind of seeping into my smile lines, which these days, I expect that, okay? Without using my primer, I expect it to seep into my smile lines. So I just wanted to not do it as much as other foundations. So at this point, I'm just going to go into the get ready with me part of the video so you guys can see how I set my face. So let's get to it. Alright, so I just finished applying all of my makeup, and I can already tell that I'm probably definitely gonna get oily just because of how luminous the foundation was before I set it. Usually foundations like that, I'm oily at the end of the day. I also think that I'm going to actually like this foundation because once I pair with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, I don't get oily and it doesn't seep into my smile lines. Overall, I really like the finish of the foundation. I feel like my face looks really nice. So we have a few places to go today, and I'm going to check back in to tell you guys how the foundation is wearing, so keep watching. Hey guys, so this is my first check-in. It is 1:38 and I put on this foundation at 8:30, so it's been 5 hours. I'm gonna cut that out because I can't count. So it's been 5 hours and this foundation is wearing really well. I do see that it's settling into my fine lines, but nothing more so than other foundations. I'm still like matte now, but I do see a bit of the oil seeping through just a little bit, and I'm only kind of getting oily around my nose region, not so much on my forehead or my chin, which are my usual places. So this is it for my first check-in, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Alright guys, so it is 4:23 p.m. so I've had this foundation on for about 8 hours, so that is like a typical work day, somebody working 8 hours, so I would consider that long wearing, and I feel like the foundation has held up pretty nicely. Oily right next to my nose, kind of on my nose and on my forehead region. I really like the way that it photographs. I actually took a few pictures with my iPhone so I could see, because like taking pictures with an HD camera versus taking flash pictures on the iPhone kind of give me two totally different looks. So I will post right here a picture that I took with my iPhone. So keep in mind, this is my first impression. I really like it so far. The only thing that I think would make me not like it anymore is if it started to break me out. For right now, it isn't like irritating my skin. It's not making me itch in any way. I think you guys are good if you have sensitive skin, but keep in mind that my skin is probably different than yours. So I don't particularly have dry skin, but I think for like people that have dry skin, I think this foundation would be awesome. If you have oily skin, you might want to pair it with a good primer, or keep blotting papers or blotting powder or your face powder or anything with you just to dab up like your T-zone or places that get oily on you. So yeah, I think this is a good buy. It's only about $8 to $10 depending on what website that you order it from. So it's not extremely expensive whatsoever, and it seems like that it applies and wears like a foundation that you would find at Sephora or MAC or any of that. So I think it's very comparable to high-end foundations. If you want to give this a try, I think it's really worth it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to keep yourself updated on my new videos, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.